What's going on, guys? This is Joe with Hawks Outdoors. Hey, I want to let you know about a trailer that we just took in. This thing is awesome. It's got so many bells and whistles. It's something that you don't see normally in the overland market. Let's start right here at the front. So one of the things that we were talking about was that this thing has a monster power system. So it's got about 1,250 watts worth of solar panels. What it does is you can actually have these solar panels retract right out of these tray that's up here, allowing you to have such a big solar array to where you can run AC nonstop along with all the appliances, even somebody else's rig right off of this rig. It's got a 3,000 watt inverter, a Rockford Fosgate power system. Along with that, kind of looking in this power box, it's the EMP proof, meaning in the scenario that we ever had some crazy surge happen in the United States, that this would be a sustainable habitat, knowing that you have AC, you have a water pump, you have everything you potentially need. Going into water storage, this thing's got 57 gallons worth of water storage along with an on-demand hot water heater, so that way you can have as much hot water as you want for as long as you want, which is their shower stall on the other side. So sticking on the outside, kind of going throughout, this thing is full aluminum framing, so throughout the wall you have aluminum framing every about 12 inches along with aluminum siding. That way it's trail ready. If you hit some sticks, you hit some tree branches, things like that, you don't have to worry about fiberglass that's going to scratch up or break. Along with that, we call this tough skin. So basically in the scenario, this is the area where a lot of your tree branches, mesquite bushes are going to rub and scratch throughout time. The neat thing is that this whole panel can be replaced for less than about $300 to $500. And so in the scenario, you go beat this thing up, you don't got to worry about it. It is just ready to go. So in the scenario, you beat it up, we're ready to replace it. Going throughout, we have frameless windows. So frameless windows are just a really nice window system to where, you know, you get a little bit more insulation property, but at the same time, they have a very sleek look. This was something I thought was so cool, but it's got a full-blown projector screen. With the rig, it comes with a 4K smart projector, so it's got Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, everything you want. So when you're ready to start camping at nighttime and have, you know, be the life of the party, this thing will present that big movie that you want to watch, everything with the kids. So since we're still right here on this side, I want to kind of talk about the frame system. This is an ex-military trailer. Now, to go with that, the cool thing is that it's not only it's 8-inch C-channel frame, so it's almost 1/4 inch thick. It's going to make sure that no matter what you do, it's rated for it. You ain't got to worry about it. It's also got an 8-lug axle. So as a lot of rock crawlers know, whenever you do a ton of off-roading, rock crawling, you want to upgrade that axle immediately because that's your breaking point. So this has 8-lug axle. It is independent suspension, which is nice. Looking at the stereo system, so you can kind of see it right here, but you have two Rockford Fosgate 6.5-inch speakers here, and you have two that are on the back. It's got all Bluetooth modules, so you can control everything from your phone within about 75 feet of the rig. So no matter where you're at within 75 feet, you can play all your music. If you're like, oh man, I don't like that song, let's switch. You can just switch it right from your phone. One of the cool things that we added to this trailer was this Overland vehicle system 180 awning. So this thing pulls out, it gives you some good shade, so you can be right here in your lawn chairs, not having to be baking in the sun. You got access to your fridge up there, you got a Blackstone. Also, this is pretty cool, just where you have cubby kits. So as you know, as overlanders, you have so much gear, but you can actually put a lot of that stuff, whether it be hand tools, hand towels, just cooking gear, you name it, can go right in here and it just rolls up right into the awning when you're ready to go. Some other things that we added to this trailer, so it does have the traction boards, because of course, you know, we get into some deep sand, we get into some mud, things like that. You want to make sure that you can get out, and so that's one of the big things. Rotopack, so you know, we brought that because we were thinking maybe, you know, if there was an area that you wanted to run a portable generator, things like that, you can bring some extra fuel, or just for your vehicle. This thing weighs right about 3,800 pounds. It's got 700 pounds worth of tongue weight. The reason it is heavy on the tongue weight side is it has a axle receiver hitch. So what we do with this one is it actually pulls a boat behind it. This is fully welded to the frame. The boat that we currently pull behind is about 3,500 pounds, and it pulls it like a dream, no issues at all. You have what we call quick step. So quick step is where you don't have this actual stair system deployed, where you can easily get up here, nice and easy, get into your habitat. We'll go a little further into this, but this is an awesome area for you. So let's keep around the outside for a second. More things. So this is from our good friends Backseat Delete. This is their molly panel kit, but is able to where we could have our axe and then our shovel. You just never know when you need those things. Well, I've got two different lighting systems on this rig. One lighting system is what we call our stadium lights. So all up top, there is thousands of lumens and lights, which will make basically football fields on each side of the rig, along with camp lights. These are all controlled by a little magnetic remote. So when you're out here and you're taking a shower, you're able to just hit camp light, and then all these will shine down just to give you a good perimeter lighting at the bottom. Looking at the solar tray, so this is going to go in and out whenever you want to deploy it. Also on top of the rooftop tent, so this is a Sleep 4 camper. You got 2 inside and you got 2 up top, but it has 450 watts on the rooftop tent that never has to use. As long as it's just up, it's gonna be facing towards the sun, which is gonna help, but even if it's down, it's still gonna be getting some solar for you. More things on this side is, of course, you do have your outside shower, so hot and cold water, just like traditional RVs. This is where your shower head hooks, and then this is a shower tent that pops out to give you your privacy that you might want. Again, 57-gallon fresh water tank, which you would fill here, along with a city water hookup. So, you know, we try not to get away from the RV parks, because occasionally you might be in an area where there's not any public lands or things where you can go utilize this thing, and you have an RV park where you can just hook right into city water. So this is where we call our mad scientist cabinet. So this is actually a 10,000 BTU mini split. This thing will take it from 115 degrees on the inside down to about 60 within 5 minutes, which is crazy. It's unheard of. You don't see it. But this is a full-blown mini split system that you would never even see that's in there. And then the on-demand hot water heater's in here. We do have a lock and roll hitch. So this is an inverted lock and roll hitch that goes on here. So I would say it's one of the first of its kind, but what that's going to allow you to have is that comfort that when you go set this thing as a base camp, is that nobody can take it from you. It can also come off completely as what you see it in currently. But heck yeah, so let's go around the back. I want to show you quite a few more things. I know we did talk about the battery system. So this has right about 1120 amp hours. It has self-heating batteries that are in a big metal welded on tray right underneath the rig. You might be able to see them. But it also has crash guards. So in the scenario that you are going through rocks, all kinds of crazy stuff, if you see this plate right here, this is meant to stop you dead in your tracks in the scenario you're about to hit them batteries. But you do have almost 18 inches of clearance, which is just unseen in the overland trailer industry. So to go with that, I know I keep adding stuff, but this thing truly has it all. If you are looking for a trailer with everything, this is it. But we also have what is called the hammock stand. So it mounts right here, it comes out, and you have a full deployed hammock that can fit anywhere from 2 to 3 adults, and then you can be watching your movie in full comfort. You're gonna love it. So, coming around the back, this stair system actually just lifts right up. It rotates off of this big hinge and locks right into the side pillar. So it's very easy. It takes a few minutes to deploy. This is a MORride stabilizing system. So same thing, you slide it right in and it's gonna make this thing feel super solid. So even with me, I'm close to 200 pounds, this thing hardly moves. You know, so just using that one thing with one ratchet strap, you're good to go. So coming into the deck area, this was kind of multi-purpose. And what I mean by that is we wanted, you know, people to be able to bring toys with them. What we were using it for was we actually had 2 nice e-bikes with a big fat tire. So this will fit 2 full-blown e-bikes. It's got a 110 charger. So again, this thing having so much solar capability, you can charge all your toys, all your gear, everything all around the rig and never have to worry about running out of power. So if you wanted this to get extended, it can be extended as well. So if you got big dirt bikes, you got a 4-wheeler, those are things that can be done in the rig. Coming into the kitchen area, so we have an ARB fridge freezer combo. This is one of the best fridges I've ever seen, but even in a 110 degree day here in Texas, this thing will stay 30 degrees, so just like you want it. You do have a flip up cutting board, which is pretty cool. So along with the Blackstone, this puppy, you are ready to cook. So it's got a 10-pound propane bottle that's in the front that you just immediately hook up here, and then you're ready to do some fried rice, anything you want, some steaks. This was my favorite kind of cook setup. So all this deploys back within seconds, and then you have all your area here. So my thought was like, hey, let's throw an additional shower spigot. So this is a quick connect for an additional shower. So when you go to the beach, you want to rinse off all the sand, everything. It's really quick. You connect your shower hose and boom, rinse off everything, make it all nice and clean, even yourself before you get into the habitat where it's nice and cold. Other things, of course, is the rooftop tent and storage boxes. So we have 2 Pelican storage boxes. This one houses the projector stand and the hammock stand. This one houses all of our water hoses, all our cook gear, everything that you possibly need. And then you have a 2-person tent. So this tent is pretty awesome. You know, it does have that 450 watts worth of solar on the roof, which is nice, but it's also walkable solar. So if you want to leave it down and then get your lawn chairs up there, you can fully relax at night and be completely good. You do have lighting outside. Here's an additional refrigerator. So fridge, freezer, and then 1 fridge with also a small freezer in it. Well, cool, guys. Let's go inside and check this thing out. So, one of the neat things, and it's hard to tell from this video, but this has a full queen size bed. So this is an actual 60 by 80 residential queen. When you look at most Overland trailers, you have, you know, an RV queen or you have a full size bed. This is the actual full queen bed. With that, again, this 10,000 BTU mini split system. So this is for AC and heat. And you have such a big power system that you never have to worry about it running out of power. You're at least going to have 3 days just off a battery bank without even using any solar power. 32-inch TV, Starlink capability. It's already prepped, ready to go for your Starlink. It does have blackout shades on every single window. Light dimmers for all the LED lights that are inside, along with USB sockets, things like that. So we have a little over 4 foot here in the cab. Now, what that allowed us to have was a cassette toilet area. So in this scenario, like I don't want to go outside and use my cassette toilet there. These cabinets actually just fold right up and then you can use your cassette toilet in here, so you do have a little bit of privacy. I'm an adventure guy and I have a lot of gear that I bring, you know, drones, cameras, things like that. So what I wanted to think about was let's do a lot of plugs. So right here in this other cabinet, we have 4 110 plugs along with USB-Cs and then USBs. So that way all your, you know, GoPros, your cameras, your drones, you can have everything in there charging, along with a place to hang your clothes. Well, guys, that's what we got here at Hogs. Come check out this No Limits trailer. It truly is, as it says, it has no limits. We'd love to see you. We're here in New Braunfels. Come check it out. Thank y'all, guys.